Hey FlossTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and this is my fiber web where I talk about cross stitch and knitting. This is going to be a Flossmas catch-up video. My last Flossmas video I think was on December 5th and things went a little sideways since then, so I am going to attempt to catch you up today, which is December 12th. So I had to rewatch my last video to remember where I left you. So on December 5th, I was having a bad day, and I was planning on potentially starting a new project to see if that would change my mood. We were also going into Jingle Ball weekend, which happened this past weekend, and now it is Thursday. So I'm going to try and fill in those gaps. So starting after my last my Flossmas video, I did start Oh Christmas Tree by Love Poppet. So I will show you my start on that. I worked on this that Thursday night and a little bit on Friday morning. So I have just used two colors so far. I will put up a picture of what the pattern looks like now. The third clue has been released, and when I showed this to you last time, I just showed you the first two clues because it was like the day of the clue 3 release, so I didn't want to spoil it. But yeah, I was really enjoying working on this. It was very pleasant to stitch on, and this is on a 16 count Ren Ada by Picture This Plus. So I'm looking forward to getting back to this. Maybe I'll work on it a little bit today. I was going to work on this a little bit at the Jingle Ball, but then I decided, wouldn't it be super fun if I could try to finish Prairie Wind by Carolyn Manning during the Jingle Ball? So I put Oh Christmas Tree away and got Prairie Wind out. And when the Jingle Ball started, I think I had 3,800 stitches left, which sounds like a lot, but on that particular piece, since it's all like geometric shapes and the pattern is very easy to follow. It's on 14 count Ada. I can use the sewing method and zoom along. I know from past experience that I can do about 300 stitches in an hour on that piece, so I thought it sounded doable for Jingle Ball weekend, right? And I thought that would be fun to accomplish. So Friday night I did join the Jingle Ball. If I was able to run into you in one of the stitching rooms, thank you for being there and hanging out with me. I had fun. I also tried whip speed dating. I only tried it once, and instead of 5-minute sessions, they were 10 minutes, and I got matched with the same person twice in a row. She was lovely. We were chatting about how fun it is to watch floss tubes of all different kinds of stitchers, and like even if someone doesn't necessarily stitch what you like to stitch, it's fun to see people's different processes. Like I like watching full coverage, like people who only stitch full coverage. I like watching like Carol, the Saltbox stitcher, who is like very one lane reproduction sampler. Her stitching is beautiful. She's very prolific, and she's just sort of fun to listen to. So and then, you know, I like finding people that also have similar aesthetics to mine. But it's also nice to just see variety and see how different people approach their hobby. So the Jingle Ball is a good way to meet some of those folks too that maybe you haven't come across on social media yet, and just get different perspectives about things. So yeah, I was able to hang out with some friends and also meet some new people, and it was great. However, that night, Friday night, after my kids went to bed, a couple hours after they had been all sleeping peacefully, my youngest woke up sick, like throwing up all night long, sick. So I stayed up very late, pretty much all night, Friday night, but not because I was jingle balling, because I was taking care of my kiddo. So my plans changed. I don't think I was on Jingle Ball most of the day Saturday. I think Saturday night after Cole went to bed, I hopped on for a little bit, but then I had to leave again. So I did get to hang out again with some fun people. So again, if you were one of those people, thanks for making the limited time that I had at the Jingle Ball fun. I did do a little bit of shopping at the Jingle Ball. At first I had only found one pattern that I knew I wanted to get, and that was the Tiny Modernist and Satsuma Street collaboration, that tree, I don't remember what it's called. That was my first purchase on Friday, and then I think on Saturday, when I was feeling sorry for myself because Cole was so sick and I didn't get to sleep very much, I went back and purchased a few more things. So I will show you those maybe tomorrow because I have too much other stuff to catch up on today. But Saturday night was okay, but then Sunday I ended up having to take Cole into the ER. He was dehydrated again. This time we did not have to stay overnight like we did last time he got dehydrated. He was able to just get some fluids on Sunday, and then we got to come home, and he's been fine since then. He just went back to school today, though, because he had some lingering symptoms, although he was feeling okay. So it was a rough week, and then after we got back from the ER Sunday afternoon, evening, every single other person in my household, so first it was my husband, he got sick. A few hours later, Gray, my 9-year-old, got sick, like throwing up sick. And at this point I was like, okay, they each slept in the same bed as Cole for at least a few hours before we knew how sick he was, so maybe it will just be the two of them that also got it. And then a few hours later, Reed, my 12-year-old, woke up in the bathroom throwing up. It was terrible. So I was the only one left, and I was like running up and down the stairs because we have 2 bathrooms upstairs and like a half bath downstairs, and everyone was spread out, and so I was like running up and down the stairs trying to take care of everybody who needed me. And then like an hour after Reed got sick, I finally also got sick. So it was awful. When I took Cole to the ER, they tested him for RSV, COVID, and influenza, and those were all negative, but they said norovirus has been going around. And also the same virus that he had last time has been going around, so I don't know what it was, but some viral something that was really terrible for all of us. So my big kids went back to school yesterday. They had Monday and Tuesday at home to recover, and Cole went back today. So I was not able to finish Prairie Wind during the Jingle Ball. Long story short, because I was not able to attend the Jingle Ball, I was not able to do a lot of crafting. But I decided yesterday to try to push for a finish, and at like exactly midnight, I finished Prairie Wind. I did it. It's done. Are you ready? You're not ready. You're ready. It looks mostly the same because that last color I was working on is the same as the background. But look, it's done. It's done. 35,700 some stitches. They are done. This is on a 14 count Aida in like a, I don't know, taupe color. I'm not sure what exactly the color is. But it is entirely complete. Do you want to see the back? The back looks pretty good. Look at the back. So I stitched this all in hand using the sewing method. I am so happy that this is done. This is my first Carolyn Manning finish. This was the first like shooting star collection pattern that I purchased and started. I do have a few others in my collection that I could start next, but I am so happy with this finish. I think I started it in 2022 or the beginning of 2023, so it has been around for a while. And I have to show you, the last color that I was working on was 3047, and this is all that I have left once I finished it. There's like 2 strands of this and then 1 partial that I used to finish. So I almost ran out last night. It was like 11:30 at night, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna run out. I'm not gonna be able to finish it tonight. But I did it. So this is done. This was a goal for me to finish by the end of the year, and I did it. So I'm just going to show you one more time because it's so pretty. I'm not sure how I'm going to fully finish this yet. I saw someone has done several of these and made them into like pillow shams for like a, you know, pretty decent sized like couch pillow, throw pillow. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to frame this one. And I was looking at some of the other ones I have waiting, and I might do one that's more like jewel tone, since this one's very fall colors, but fall colors are like my favorite, so we'll see. I'm not going to start one right away, I don't think, but I would love to do another one on 14 count Aida again, because this was just like the perfect comfort stitch. Okay, so I finished that one. What I was able to keep up with, since I did not keep up with Flossmas, I did manage to get my stripes in every day on my Woolens and Nosh Advent socks. So I will show you where these are at. I haven't done the stripe for today yet, so these are the first 11 days. So yesterday was like this, like it's like hot strawberry pink, like a warm pink. So this one is like a hot pink, like Barbie pink, cool pink down here. And this one is the pink I like better. It's like, yeah, warmer toned. So these are the first 11 stripes. And so far my experiment of one sock on a 9-inch circular and one on a DPN is not really showing much difference in the gauge. So I guess my tension is not much tighter with DPNs than, if anything, the one on the circular needle looks a little tighter. So that's been fun. I think what I'm going to do with these is, after today, after stripe number 12, I am going to put in the heel flap. I am a heel flap and gusset girl. Those fit my heel better. I've tried doing like the fish lips kiss heel, or just a short row heel that you do like an afterthought heel so that you don't interrupt your stripes, and those just don't fit my foot as well. I have like a high instep. So I like to do a heel flap and gusset. So I'm going to do the heel flap and the heel turn in the black yarn that came with this, and then I will pick the stripes back up for the gusset and the rest of the foot. So I will go through the second half of the stripes faster, which means I might end up repeating some of these first colors towards the toe, but I'm fine with that. So that's my plan. So today, since I finished Prairie Wind, I can spend a little bit more time knitting and maybe get my next stripe in, and then those heel flaps and heel turns. My other knitting project is my Slay All Day wrap by Lofty Loops Yarns, and this one I have also kept up with until yesterday. So yesterday was all things Prairie Wind, but here's how this is looking. So we started with these grays and blues and then moved into sort of mint and teal, and now we're going a little more green and a little bit of brown in this last color. I like this speckled colorway, more highly variegated. It's got lots of little speckles of different colors in there, which is fun. Sorry, the sound of my needle is probably annoying. So I now have stitched, there's nothing new left in this pattern. So every other color is one color brioche, this section, and then the in-between ones, there's this first one with the diamond, the lace diamonds like this. There's this one that has like the chevrons with the rib in the middle from the center double decrease. And then there's this one that just has slip stitches. So those three just repeat. So it's like the lace, the chevrons, the vertical stripes. So the lace, the chevrons. So today, well, yesterday, it should have been the vertical stripes. So everything is just repeating through those there's 4 different sections, whatever, until the end. So I did open up yesterday's color, and it is this. I don't remember the name of it. If you want to know, I can find it. And then, so this is day 11's color. That will come next after the speckle. And then I figured I would open day 12 with you. So everyone has come with a sticker with a little different design on it, which has been very cute. Also, some of the days have had little extra goodies in there, which I have not showed you, so I'll show you those after I open this. And this is again from Pancake and Lulu, if I didn't say that already. Okay, so here is today's color. Let's see, what is it called? It is called Lemon Lime Basil Tart. So yesterday's and today's. And then the extras that have come in just randomly on some of the days. I got this red sort of marbled looking washi tape. There's a little Christmas ornament progress keeper. And the other day there was a sheep-shaped cookie cutter, which I think is adorable. So we love sugar cookies here, so hopefully soon we will be making some Christmas sugar cookies and I will sneak some sheep in there. So I'm really enjoying that project so far. Also, I have not been using all of the yarn when I stitch that, so I still have quite a bit left. Let me see if I can show you this without dumping everything out. This is, oh, nice. So this is the leftovers of what I've knit so far. And this is more than 100 grams of yarn already left, so like this by itself could already be a couple pairs of socks, or maybe like, I don't know, a cowl or something else. So I know I said I would maybe use the leftovers in a sweater that I have, but since there's so much left over, I might do some sort of fadey socks or something like that. I'm in the mood to knit socks now that I've been doing those Advent socks. Okay. Next I have to show you my snow day stitch. So this is White Winter Moth by Kathy Barrick. And this looks the same as the last time I showed it to you because over Jingle Ball weekend it was like 55, 60 degrees here and it did not snow. But it did snow yesterday and I believe there's snow in the forecast today. So I owe this some stitches. So I will put in at least a strand today, and if it snows more, maybe 2 strands. I'm going to keep working on the moth. And then I have some stitchy kindness to share. So first, one of my friends who watches my channel and entered a giveaway and won sent me a very nice card, and there was a little goodie inside, which was this cute needle minder, and it's one of the ones with the nice big magnet. So I got a needle minder from a friend. I love it. It's very cute, and these are totally my colors. So thank you for that. And also, I am in the Fandom Stitching Central Facebook group, which I have not been participating in since October because I got swept away by my October plans. I had been participating like pretty hardcore in it before that, so I'm going to see if I can maybe get back to that. But I joined a smalls exchange in that group, and I sent my project off. I haven't heard back through, we use like Elfster to manage the gift exchange, and there's a way in there that you can like mark your gift as received and you can send a thank you note. So I did that because I got my gift, but the recipient of the one I sent has not, so I don't know if they have opened it yet. So I'm not going to show it to you yet, but I will show you the one that I got. So this is what I received in the mail. I think this chart is adorable, and I was just telling you that fall is my jam. I have not seen this chart before. I don't know who it's by, but I love it. And this frame is so cool. It's like got tree bark on the sides. It stands up. So I didn't really know what to expect from, this is the first smalls exchange that I've done, and they give you a place in Elfster to like say what kind of things you're into, and I think I put like witchy stuff or anything fall or autumn themed. And this is what my match picked for me. So thank you so much. I love it. Okay. And then I think I mentioned before that I had found some Thanksgiving week sales where I got the rest of the Fabulous House series that I did not already have for much less than they're usually priced at. So I don't know. I got the rest of these. So I got the tree house, the house barn, the lighthouse, the floating house, the fairy house, the haunted house, and the log cabin. So the only one that I don't have now is the bonus one, which is the Tudor house, which I don't think anyone has yet. It might be for sale now. Last time I saw, I think it said it was like pre-order or something. It might be available now, I don't know. So I still need to grab that one. When I purchased those, there were a couple other that hopped into my chart. So I got Autumn's Hymn by the Blue Flower. I love the Blue Flower, and this is one of the ones that I did not already have in my collection. I have a ton of her charts, but I haven't stitched a lot of them. I haven't stitched any of Janine's bigger charts, and I would like to change that soon. But anyway, I also got this one. Christmas Eve. I did not have this one in my stash, and I like this Santa. I'm not a huge Christmas stitcher, but I like these sort of more unusual looking Christmas things. So this Santa with his blonde beard, I don't know, I just like him. And then the last one that I got was this Nora Corbett geranium. So I think the shop that I got these from was doing like 40% off or something like that. And I did the wisteria. I don't know if it's the same, if it's Pixie Blossoms or if it's, I think it is. I think it's the same series. So yeah, wisteria was the first like Nora Corbett or Mirabilia that I stitched. And I don't have any other ones, I don't think, in that series. I have Fern, which I just started, but this one is more like, the wisteria is also like walking like this. I don't know. Anyway, so I picked this one. Okay, so I think that is everything that I have worked on and everything that I have received. So I did want to say that although I was not able to spend as much time as I wanted at the Jingle Ball, I did hear that someone was there to plug my 100 starts video. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. You know who you are. I appreciate it. And yeah, I wish I would have been able to spend more time at the event. But I know Lindy Stitches has their calendar up for next year already with all of the virtual events. And I think I'll probably be attending some of those. This past year I did the Midsummer Stitch and the Jingle Ball. I did not do like the Superb Owl, or I don't remember what the other ones are. But we will see. Speaking of 2025, I've been thinking about plans for next year. And I know, okay, so I didn't mention my Oak Christmas Tree was my 96th start of this year. So I have 4 left to get to 100. I still haven't decided what those 4 are going to be, but if all else fails, I can do like New Year's Eve starts. I could do a few things on New Year's Eve. So I'm not worried about it. I have a bunch of things on my radar, but they sort of float in and out of the realm of things I actually want to do. Right now I'm sort of focused on seeing what I can finish by the end of the year. So I got Prairie Wind done. I mentioned recently that I want to try to finish that Jeanette Douglas mini bouquet collection piece. I did decide to completely just UFO by way of crumpling it up and throwing it in the garbage one of my projects last week. It was the one where I was trying to use that like rayon embroidery thread stuff that was awful, and I took it out and did a few stitches on it and decided I hated it and just threw it out. So I've been looking at my WIP list and trying to decide what I want to do for next year, and so thinking about planning. Also, Stephanie and Allison of Cross Stitch the Globe just put out a great planning video. Stephanie is going to do a WIP Go board next year that is all Jingle Ball Baubles charts, and I think I'm maybe going to do something similar, but mine will be all Christmas ornaments, I think, but they won't all be from the Jingle Ball Baubles books. I have a few freebie ornaments that I have been wanting to stitch and I just never get around to it, so I think I'm going to throw some of those in with it. Also, I went through the 3 Jingle Ball Baubles books and I did not find 24 that I really loved, so I was happy to slot some other ones, some of the freebies that I've collected over the years in there. So sometime soon there might be a plans video coming from me. Also, I started my channel in January of this year, so I started with a whip parade, and I'm trying to decide if I should do another one in December or wait until January, like on my Flossiversary, and do it then. So all these things are sort of floating around. I'm in the mood to get some things finished. I'm not in a really Christmassy mood, stitching wise. So that is where I'm at today. I'm not sure if I will be coming back for another video tomorrow or during the weekend, because Cole only goes to school Monday through Thursday, so he'll be home tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not really sure if if Flossmas is going to continue or if it's just going to sort of peter out for me. I did a great job in October keeping up with filming every single day, and I think maybe trying to do it again in December was just a little bit too much for me. So I'm just sort of going with what works, and I will keep you updated on what I am doing, and I hope that you are doing very well. I hope that if you attended Jingle Ball, you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take care.